Hey guys, welcome to another Sunday night show. I want to get right into it. I want to keep this video very short because honestly, the big theme of the market is, will the current Russia-Ukraine war affect the market negatively again? The market seemed to have been relatively strong despite digesting enormous amounts of bad news up until this past week. We are back at a level that I consider support. 4170 to 4200 seem to be a strong level of support. Honestly speaking, if the S&P cracks below 4100, we're kind of in some deep shit. I think it can drop as low as 3800, and then I'm not going to make future predictions. Try to take this day by day, and that's honestly how you should be trading. Watch the tape. The tape is weak right now. It's got a lot of things to digest. The Russia-Ukraine war, and honestly, the impact on that on the oil tape. We've seen the price of oil spike to 119, then kind of come back into 109. The market seemed like it enjoyed the fact that it is back at 109, and then all of a sudden we had a huge breakdown from there. Either way, there's a lot of volatility in trading the overall market, so that's what I'm going to continue to do. Trade S&P, trade oil, as I keep mentioning. Remember to trade your SPYs, your SDSs, your SSOs, those names with the S&P. We have the Nasdaq in a bear market right now. I don't honestly think you need to be watching any individual stocks, really. What I do recommend is look at a few names that you find that are very overvalued. Last week I had some conversation about DWAC. Someone did point out that Lombardo did point out that trade for me on DWAC. I hope you made a killing on that, bro. And if you want to take the short side, now is a good time to look at some of these overvalued names. I myself might not be shorting DWAC due to the thin tape, but I might decide to take it. I don't know yet, but that's one stock I'm watching. I'm also watching the Rivian Automotive after earnings last week. It just has a bleed out since then. So honestly speaking, watch some of these overvalued EV names. NIO is having a huge sell-off too still. Tesla, it has been having a bleed out. It is now $795. We're going to see what's going to happen with all these names. But personally, with the Russia-Ukraine war, with oil prices going higher, with the Federal Reserve actually tapering back as of this week, maybe increasing the federal funds rate by a quarter basis point, a lot of negative news for the market to digest. And we're very close to that very critical 4100 support. So 4100 support. I think even 4000 is going to be another level of support just because it's a nice round number. But honestly, the S&P can just crack through these very quickly if it fails to hold at its current level. So watch that. Watch S&P. Watch oil. Earnings this week is slim pickings. We have Lennar on Wednesday. We have PDD, Penadro, something like that. And we have JBL. Those three tickers is what I'm watching on Wednesday for earnings. Thursday, I'm watching GME. That's more or less it, you guys. So the big trade is to kind of figure out if valuations are going to drop across the board with the S&P potentially correcting here. Just be cognizant. We haven't had a major bear market in a while, but be cognizant that this could happen right now. There's a lot of economic pressure. And for the first time, I do see that the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell's hands are tied. Because if he prints money right now to try to save an economy that might fall into a recession, it will cause even more inflation. That's something they're trying to avoid. So you have the Federal Reserve with their hands tied. You have oil prices spiking, causing inflation. These are all potentially very negative catalysts for the market. Be cognizant about that. I'm trading the market, and that's pretty much the theme of this video. Anyway, that's it for me. That's all I got this week. Other than that, thanks for watching, and don't go broke.
I just want the money, money, money.